In the previous two classes, that means human resource planning and recruitment, all these things, we discussed something about recruitment cycle, right? We told that, see, there is this particular cycle called as recruitment cycle, which starts from human resource planning, that means knowing the organizational human resource needs. That is basically human resource planning. So we told that there is this particular thing called as recruitment cycle, in which the first step is human resource planning, from which we get our human resource requirements, and in order to fulfill that particular requirements, then we move on to the second thing, or the second component in this entire recruitment cycle, which is recruitment in particular, where we actually try to fill the gaps that we got after human resource planning by actually creating a pool of eligible or suitable candidates, right? We discussed all these things in the previous classes, right? Now we will move to the third thing, which is selection, and then we will move to the fourth thing, which is placement, which are basically all the components of the recruitment cycle. Okay, so basically in the previous class, which is recruitment, we discussed that we have created a pool of candidates, okay, pool of suitable or eligible candidates, and we also told that, see, organization doesn't know each and every applicant in detail. Okay, now these particular applicants or these particular people who approached our organization in response to our our advertisements, or basically our communication, telling that, okay, we do have certain vacant positions and all these things. Now all these people, the organization doesn't know these people personally. So based on the information that we have communicated relating our human resource requirements, that means vacancies, basically our vacancies, these people who are interested and who think they are suitable or eligible to this particular this particular job vacancies that we have rolled out, they came. Okay, now from their point of view, they are eligible and suitable, so they applied. Now in today's topic, that is selection, it is our point of view. That means out of all the candidates that approach to our organization in order to fill that particular positions, we pick out all the individuals that we think from our point of view, but by conducting different tests, or by conducting different interviews and all these things, we from our point of view pick out the people who we think are a perfect fit for the organization, for the job, based on the requirements and all who fulfill all the required criteria and all these things, and we reject the rest of them. So this is what happens basically in selection. Basically in selection, that is today's topic, that means the third step or the third component in the entire recruitment cycle, what happens is basically acceptance and rejection happens. That means we accept all the profiles or all the applicants who we think fit our organization's requirements, and we reject the people who we think are do not fit the organization's criteria, or are not a suitable fit for the organization or for the job and all these things. Okay, this is what happens in the selection part. Now once we select the candidates, we basically place them. That means we assign roles and responsibilities to these particular selected employees. That is basically placement. So we will be looking after this selection and placement part today, in basically in today's class. So now let's move on to the theory of selection and placement. Let's look after the basic meanings or basic definitions. Okay, in particular basic definitions of this. What do you mean by selection and what do you mean by placement? And then we will be moving on to different other concepts relating to selection and placement. Okay, now let's get into the theory part. So unit 6, selection and placement. Okay, now the definition, let's look at the definition. Selection is the process of picking individuals from the pool of job applicants with required or appropriate or suitable qualifications and competence to fill the jobs in the organization. So this is the basic meaning or the basic definition of selection. Okay, now what do you mean by placement? See, placement refers to assigning jobs to the selected candidates. Okay, now it involves assigning specific rank and responsibility to an individual. It implies matching the requirements of the job to the qualifications of the candidate. So these are the basic definitions of selection and placement. Okay, now before moving on with the next topics or the further topics, let me give you a basic concept. See, for example, we both are the owners of an organization, and in our organization we do have certain vacancies in HR department. Like we do have vacancies for a HR recruiter, and we also have a vacancy in training and development department. Okay, now for example, we wanted to fill in that HR recruiters position, so we roll out an advertisement telling that, okay, we are looking for HR recruiters, and all the basic minimum qualifications or minimum requirements that we are looking for are these. If you are eligible and interested, please apply for this particular job. Now all the people who are eligible and interested, they apply to the job, right? Okay, now that is the recruitment part, right? we have basically created a pool of eligible and suitable candidates, right? Now next we move to today's particular thing, that is select. Then next we will basically move to the selection part, where we will be basically trying to select the appropriate or suitable candidates from that pool. Now after the entire selection process, the list of candidates are selected. Okay, now they can be two scenarios or two cases which can happen here. One, we rolled out a advertisement for HR recruiter. Now we can give, or basically we can place all the selected candidates as HR recruiters, okay, based on our requirement. Now there is the second case where, if in the interview I find certain candidates whom I think that okay, these people will be a correct fit for, we also had the other vacancies, right? Like we had the vacancy in training and development department, right? Now during the process of interviews, or basically during the entire process of selection, okay, during this selection process, like like it may be technical interview or it may be final interview and all these things, mainly during the process of interviews, if I feel that this particular candidate is more suitable in the training and development department, or this particular candidate may be or will be the right fit or the perfect fit for the vacancy that we have in the the training and development department. Now what I'll do is, after the end of the entire selection process, I will just communicate to him telling that okay, see, we have rolled out an advertisement for HR recruiter, but we also do have a vacancy in the training and development department, and we feel that you will be a correct fit for that particular job. Now are you interested to work in that particular that particular field, the training and development and all these things. Now this is the second thing that can happen. Now basically what happens is, either the the selected applicant can be basically placed in the role for which he has approached the organization, or in certain cases the selected applicant can be placed in a different job which the in which the organization feels that this particular person will do justice, or this particular person will be a perfect fit in. Now these are the two things that can happen in placement. That is why in the definition of placement in the last part, we told that it implies matching the requirements of the job to the qualifications of the candidate. Okay, so just to justify the last statement in that definition of the placement, I just gave you this scenario telling that okay, these kind of things also happen in organizations. Okay,